Welcome back to The Source. We check in now with the Executive Director of the South Niagara Chambers of Commerce, and that is Dolores Fabiano joining us now. Welcome to the program, Dolores. It's great to see you.
Oh, great to see you, and great to be seen.
Yes, good to be seen. Some very challenging times right now for your member businesses, and you're covering 6 municipalities, 6 of the 12 Niagara municipalities. So you must have a handle on how things are going for the South Niagara businesses right now during this state of emergency.
Yeah, we sure do. And it really depends on the sector. Some sectors are doing just fine, some are doing better than ever, and some are hurting. Some of our businesses are actually shut down right now, and that's not good for business. So we've got a little bit of everything right now. Of course, our hospitality and tourism, our restaurants, our retail, that's where we're really seeing the pinch right now, but some of the other sectors are doing okay.
Early on in this pandemic, a lot of the focus was on encouraging people to go local. And if anything comes out of that, that is probably one of the biggest things. How are you encouraging that for your members?
Yeah, we've got a section on our website where, if you're looking to go to a restaurant locally, their menus are there, retail shops, we've got all of their, curbside hours, how you can connect with them, how you can order online. So we've tried to promote that as best we can. Most of the businesses are doing a good job of it. As you can imagine, there were some businesses that just really didn't have a digital platform prior to the pandemic. And we really had to get them quickly once things started to progress with the pandemic.
Is that a lot of your focus, helping them adjust to this new reality?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the digital economy is here. It's not going anywhere. And so early on, businesses were really focused on just keeping the doors open, focusing on surviving that day. But now we've really transitioned to where businesses are focusing a little more on what they need to do to still be relevant tomorrow. Because tomorrow will come and it'll be a better day. And, we've got to be prepared for it.
Are you seeing, this is just my own curiosity here, but are you seeing sort of an age gap? Are the younger business owners more easily adapting to this digital frontier, whereas the older ones are having the difficulties?
There's a learning curve, right? For those of us who've been around for a long time, you kind of get set in your ways and you know how to do your job and you know how to do it really well with the tools that you've always used. And so what's happened is new resources, new tools have really been forced upon us, and we haven't had time to really lean into them, right? To gradually learn how to use the resources. It's here, it's now. We got to get up to speed quickly, and that is a challenge.
You have a couple of sessions coming up, February 11th and February 25th, and those sessions are going to help them ease into some of these new challenges?
Yeah, so we've got a 3-part learning forum. We've already had the first part, I believe it was last week, but on the 11th, talking about some digital platforms and how to expand your sales channels. And then on the 25th, we have one dealing with best practices around working from home. So many of us are now working from home. There's not a lot of protocols in place for that because, again, it was quick. We were all just working from home. And so some good tips as to what we should be doing and some things that we can put in place to help us with that.
Are you in constant communication with the different levels of government about funding to help small business owners?
The government has really come out with a lot of supports for businesses, and we can certainly connect all of our members with that information. We're constantly feeding that information as best we can. So lots going on there. And we've also have a weekly podcast that we started just a few weeks ago, really talking about the things that we would be talking about if we were in the office, around the water cooler, or at a business after 5 with our colleagues. We're not able to have those conversations, so we've got this podcast series to kind of tackle some of those issues that we wish we could chat about.
Dolores, you have 4 member chambers. Is there one area of South Niagara that's been hit harder than the others during the pandemic?
Well, certainly they've all had their challenges, but tourism and hospitality has certainly been hit the hardest, and so our Niagara Falls community, I would say, has felt that impact the most.